Recently, someone asked me, why would I do all these videos? What does it matter? And what was my purpose? I was like, really? I have to clarify that one for you? All right. So in case you hadn't noticed in my videos, I'm clarifying now. What do you, why would I make my videos? Obviously, if you're the master of the obvious, you can figure it out. I'm hoping for a better world. I'm hoping that people become better people. I'm hoping for the survival of the human species, which, let's get into that for a second. If we continue along the path that we are on, and we continue to have leaders get elected that are liars and cheats, we're doomed to extinction. For sure. The world will probably survive us, maybe a little bit damaged from all our stupidity, but we'll be gone if we don't change soon. And I mean soon. There isn't anybody you could find except for a MAGA or a QAnon or somebody like that, or a lying, cheating Republican. You can't find anybody who doesn't agree with that. Okay? How it is they can't agree with that, I don't know. I can only imagine they go tell their lies, like little high school children or whatever, and then go like play golf and sit on their yachts and watch everybody go scurry and scramble to deal with the damage control and the aftermath of having to have accepted these lies as truth, which is basically what's happened for centuries. We've had to accept a bunch of lies as if they were the truth, whether it's been religion, government, you name it, including now, let's just reduce it down to the survival of the species. You hear in the background all those trucks and motorcycles and all the noise. Brum, brum. Nobody gives a shit, apparently. I mean, seriously, people, if we don't start thinking hard right away, we're gone. I've made a lot of jokes about it whenever I'm in traffic. I'll say, this is the Parade of the Dinosaurs. Because all that traffic, whether it's Mexico City, Los Angeles, New York, wherever it is in the world, Madrid, Athens, Greece, Barcelona, all that traffic means one thing: our extinction. And so it's like a parade of the dinosaurs. And so, I think we really need to rethink everything that's happened and have a serious paradigm shift. We need to get rid of liars out of governing us. I mean, as a species, we deserve better, especially coming up on the year 2023. I think we can do better than Donald Trump. I think we can do better than Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping and Kim Jong-un and Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Prince Mohammed bin Salman and all these people who think they're so hot and cool, who are just fucking up the earth. And then sitting around in their private rooms going, we did it, we tricked everybody. They're not even smart enough to think about the fact that their lies and their actions are killing them too, because if we all die as a species, they're gone too. Well, maybe. Let's talk about that one too. So, if you're a conspiracy theorist, well, there goes another dinosaur. Let's just exclude Trumpers and QAnoners and all those other people. If you're one of those people who believes that there's a secret society running the show, and for years and centuries and maybe millennia, you're right. Since the time of Ramses the Great. And then along with that conspiracy theory goes, that secret society, the Illuminati, the Bilderbergers, the whoever, right? The Rosicrucians, the Trilateralists, and the Freemasons. They have a secret agenda. What is that secret agenda? I'll give you my guess, my educated guess, based on science, superstition, whatever. Science, more than superstition. So, Since thousands of years ago now, mankind has revered the sun. Oh, the sun, the love and the light of the Lord. Jesus was the love and the light of the Lord. All of them were. If you look at all the spiritual texts, they were all the love and the light of the Lord. They were the great shining orb in the sky. Well, now with science, we figured out that our star, the sun, is at a point where it could be tomorrow, it could be 100,000 years from now, it could be 1,000,000 years from now. They're not sure. That's what's so wonderful about stars. The energy amassed inside of them is so unpredictable and so volatile that our puny minds aren't going to be able to predict when the sun's going to turn into a red giant. So if you don't know anything about astronomy and physics and science, I don't know that much, to tell you the truth, but I know enough to know what I'm talking about. If you know anything about the life cycle of a star, for example, right now our sun is on the verge of turning into a red giant, where what happens is the mass inside the burning core of the star starts cooling down. Now, if you know anything about when something cools down, what happens when physical matter cools down, it expands. And so when a star cools down, it expands and turns into a red giant, and it engulfs a huge area that before it didn't occupy. And so if you look at a schematic of the solar system, you try to imagine what's the next step for the sun as far as it turning into a red giant goes. Well, you can say goodbye to the Earth, you can say goodbye to Venus and Mercury. Maybe Mars will be habitable. And this is what I believe is what the secret society's secret agenda is. They know this about the sun. Their scientists have been telling them this about the sun for a long time. And so people like Elon Musk and Sir Richard Branford or whatever, Virgin Airlines or Virgin Galactic, they're all trying to get to the next planet. They already know. They've already seen what I'm telling you now. The sun's going to turn into a red giant. And when it does, whenever that day is, this planet is gone. And so you're probably best not to be on it when the star, the sun, turns into a red giant. And so this is why people are trying to get to Mars. And this is why the secret society, in a way, doesn't really care what happens to the rest of anybody else. It doesn't care what happens to the Earth exactly either, because they're just looking at it as its dump yard. It's going to be gone anyway. It's going to be incinerated like all other garbage that we've ever dealt with, mostly incinerated, right? So they're looking at this planet as a dumping ground, a garbage, a dump heap that's going to get incinerated. So no worries, just keep fucking it up. Keep telling lies and cheating people so that they believe something else, so we can just have this life of luxury and fuck everybody else over while we're on our yachts and playing golf. And getting that ship ready to go to Mars. Weird. But when you think about it, after I'm gone, if these videos are still up because the sun hadn't turned into a red giant yet, probably you will know the truth soon in the coming decades, whoever views this video in the future, and you will know that my opinion was true. There's a secret society trying to fuck things up for everybody else so that they could get to the next planet, because they knew something that the rest of us didn't, or not really well. Anyway, Leopold Richard Bamberger Alavizos reporting to you about secret societies and how to try to make the world a better place without them.